years ago, Time magazine began a massive project to pick the most influential photos of all time. Now we are learning the incredible stories behind them. From the earliest nature photography to the first photo of planet Earth from space to the world's most famous kiss. All 100 photos are featured in a new book and on an interactive website. Time's editor-in-chief Nancy Gibbs and director of photography and visual enterprise Kira Pollack are here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations. This is just
good job.
An incredible piece of work. Nancy, how long did it take to put it together?
It was 3 years of curating and culling and interrogating not just photographers and photo editors, but curators, museum experts. And Kira and her team had this, endless kind of debate over which of these images matter most. It wasn't which pictures are prettiest, which are the most aesthetically well made. It was which ones can we quantify the impact that they had on how we think, how we act, how we view our world.
So these are the most influential.
These are the most influential. That's right.
The first photo taken with a cell phone.
Yeah.
So that picture was made by Philippe Kahn, and he made that in the maternity ward when his daughter was born. And he connected his flip-top phone to his computer and wrote some lines of code, and he sent it out to 2,000 people. And super influential and a treasure that we found in this project.
It's almost like an essay of American history, don't you think, when you look at it? I was going through the book saying, I remember that, I don't remember that. But it's interesting that it tells our life history as we're looking at these pictures, like the Beatle picture, the pillow fight. Tell us about that. Because that looks like fun. I wouldn't think of that as influential.
Picture. It's
I love
definitely
it too.
the most fun picture on the list.
How is it influential, guys?
It was a moment when America needed some fun. That was, shortly after Kennedy's assassination, and the pall over the country was still so obvious and palpable. And it was right after that picture was taken that the Beatles came to the U.S. and there was just this like, oh, it's okay to celebrate. It's okay to be happy again.
Yeah. North Korea. That inside North Korea, that picture that was posted to Instagram. Describe that.
Right. That picture was made by David Gutenfelder, an AP photographer, and he made that picture on his cell phone and he uploaded it directly to Instagram. So it was the first picture made by a journalist to come out of North Korea directly to an audience.
The next one is an Oscar selfie that many of us remember when a group of people, Bradley Cooper and others, got together.
Front and center.
Bradley Cooper made the picture with his arm. He had it's his copyright, but yeah, that picture was retweeted over 3 million times, and it was a real coup for Samsung. It was a major ad placement.
At the time when we were watching it, though, we didn't know it was an ad for Samsung. We just thought, what a cool picture.
Yeah.
And then the other picture that tells a very compelling story, The Face of AIDS. It's a heartbreaking picture that you included.
It is.
What story does that tell?
It came at a time when AIDS was still not really being discussed publicly, and what it showed was not just the incredible tragedy of the disease, but the toll that it took on the people who loved those who were suffering from it. It really humanized and personalized AIDS in a way that it just had not been for so long.
Is this a picture of a moment of death?
It is a picture of a moment of death.
It was published in Life magazine, and then it was a Benetton ad. It became a Benetton ad, and that is really how it became influential because it had such a wide audience as an ad.
And it was very controversial, and Benetton was talking about, the role that it played in bringing this issue to life. And so it was an interesting place where art and social commentary and commerce all collided.
Yeah. I mean, one of the most iconic images that many of us have seen is the migrant mother, the worker during the Depression.
It's Dorothea Lange's photo of a 32-year-old woman in the pea picker camp in California who sold the tires off her car to buy food and is there with her children. And Dorothea Lange really captures in that face the toll that the Depression was taking on women, on children, on families in a way that was just so iconic.
I love
And then there's Salvador Dali.
Love that picture. That picture was made in 1948 by Philippe Halsman, long before Photoshop. So it was many, many takes of the cats, buckets of water, and
His
all made in camera.
Water.
His wife is holding the chair to the left of the frame. So it just was a great conceptual moment for kind of the beginning of celebrity portraiture.
Nicely done, ladies. It's one of those days where we say, I really love my job.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was thinking that photo should be titled "Thankful for 9 Lives."
Very nice.